What will it take for you to be satisfied with this job? Because remember, when companies are offering you a job, right, you have something that they need, your skills, your capabilities, your knowledge, and they have what you need, and that's stability and a paycheck. And a lot of times jobs aren't stable. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is 6 minutes after 7 on Sunday. We got an event at church, so I'm headed back to the kitchen. I got to go get me a hairnet on. How's everybody doing? Welcome all my new subscribers. Let's see if I can't get that glare out the way. It's not showing that clear today. But anyway, how's everybody doing? I just want to take the time to say congratulations to all the high school, college graduates from pre-K all the way up to PhD. You hear me? You know, words of advice is to keep God first in all that you do. Every decision that you make, every opportunity you get, ask God for guidance. And go where the opportunity is. Go where the opportunity is. If you have, and you know, when you're going, a question I ask all my applicants is, what will it take for you to be satisfied with this job? Because remember, when companies are offering you a job, right, you have something that they need, your skills, your capabilities, your knowledge, and they have what you need, and that's stability and a paycheck. And a lot of times jobs aren't stable. So make sure that the company that you're going to work for values their employees. Because if they don't value you, it wouldn't be anything for them to just take and give your job to somebody else, or be inconsiderate of your feelings and your livelihood with the decisions that they make. So make sure that, you know, you don't want to just go for the money, or maybe you do. I would hope not, though. You want to go and do something that you love. You don't just want the monotony of just going to work every day, fulfilling the job, and coming home. You know what I said in my interview on the job I'm in now? I want to make a difference in somebody's life. That's what I want to do. So anyway, y'all be blessed. Talk to y'all later. Much love. Bye. Happy Friday, y'all. So I stopped at Albertsons because they had their fresh catfish, $5.99 a pound. And so I got, this one was $13.18 and this one was $13.48. I got these little things here for when I get ready to grill again. And also we needed to light our steam table at church, so I went ahead and got one. I got this Clorox mold and mildew. I got these shrimp. They were $5.99 a pound also, so that was $11.98 for 2 pounds of the 1620 extra jumbo. My sister said that the red kidney beans, the signature kind, were good. I said I was going to try them. They were $1.19. They had these candy bars, 50 cents. I hadn't seen candy bars 50 cents in a long time. Y'all know y'all never see me buying this. This is actually going to go to, we have a snack thing at work, so I'm going to put these in there. And I also got these chips. They were 29 cents each. So I got that. And also, I got these cinnamon rolls. They were $1.65 on sale at Walmart today. I'm sorry, at Albertsons. And that's all I have, y'all. That's it. That was $50, I think it is. Yeah, $50. Like I said, that's snacks for work. That's my son could have these, although we cutting back. Kidney beans one day on the in the crock pot for the week. And that's it. Y'all be blessed. Have a nice day. Much love. Bye. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Today is Thursday. This week is flying by, y'all. Oh, goodness. It's been a busy one, too. Oh, my goodness. This past Monday, I met with 5 different groups of people in one day. Starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, how's everybody doing? Welcome all my new subscribers. And I want to talk, and I realize I could be long-winded, and I'm trying to stop doing that. But y'all, tell me, do any of you live near a data center? Do any of you live near a data center? Because I was reading an article about there's one in Shreveport, or they're attempting to build one in Shreveport. I'm going to put some information in here. But anyway, some of the complaints I read about some different places upstate, they were saying that it's real loud. If you're within 2 miles, then you'll be able to hear it. They use a lot of water, and the electricity bills increase. And so I was just curious because I've seen where they're trying to do one in central Louisiana. And I was watching where they were talking about it there, and people are opposing it and all of the difficulties and the concerns that they have. And so it's, I realize the only thing permanent in life is change, but you would hope that the change would be to increase the quality of life for your residents and things like that. So I'm not sure. I don't have all the information, but that's just something I heard that's come up in conversation a lot here lately. So tell me, do you have or do you live near a data center, and what changes? What opportunities what opportunities have arisen as a result of that data center being approved in your area? Because what I learned by having to do a lot of research for what I do is that there are going to be things that you're not privy to because that's not what you're used to. In other words, when something new happens, what do? We go out and see other places that have a similar situation, and what were the opportunities they had? How did they overcome them? What did they do? Did they decide not to do this because of what it did to other people? That's how we learn. How do we learn how we get cures for things? Because we have to use people, like those studies where people go in and some get the medicine, some get a placebo, and they see how it affects them. That's the same thing that you have to do in everything else. You have to do your homework. Because you could think you're voting for one thing and be voting for another. And that's what my sister and I were talking, and she lives in Virginia, and she was talking about oftentimes when things are being approved, there's a hidden agenda. And if you don't read the fine print, you may be approving something that's going to benefit some people, but what's actually being approved is more beneficial to people that you don't even know exist. It's crazy, man. All I know is, for me, I'm at a point in my life at 60 years old. I'll be 61 in August, and I'm at a stage in my life where I've lived most of my life. I've lived more years. I don't think if I was to live twice as long as I've been living, if that makes sense, I'd be 120 years old. I don't think so. So what I'm saying is, for the rest of my life, I want it to be the best of my life. I'm choosing situations that are going to be beneficial to my health, my well-being, my soul, right? So if I'm in a situation where my soul is not at peace with something that's going on, I'm going to remove myself from it. And that's in all areas of my life. Yeah. If it means that the success that I thought I wanted won't be obtainable, only God knows. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not going to stay in situations where I should be able to make a difference for people and I can't. Then, to me, if my purpose is to help people and I can't help people where I am, I need to find somewhere else to go. I'm just going to put it like that. So, yeah, but at that data center, that's really why I came here. I wanted to know about people who've experienced that. What has happened? Was it approved? What changes did it make for the better, right? Because everything you want to do, you want to make it better, at least for the majority. And how did it make things worse? Okay? Y'all let me know. I don't give many views, but I like some feedback on this because I really, really, really want to know. Talk to y'all later. Have a blessed day. Much love. Bye.
Everything is broken.
Every time I elevate, it's something to celebrate. John Jones, I went to heavyweight on these featherweights.